I'm Jesse. I'm Adam. We're in the Delta College PTA program, and we're about to show you what it's all about. All the classes in the Delta College PTA program are in the F wing, the health wing. It was newly renovated 3 years ago. We'll take you down and we can show you our labs. Come on in through here.
As you can see, this is one of the lab rooms. This is allowed for PTA students only. This is where we come in and get a lot of hands-on work, practice all kinds of treatments, try to simulate any kind of scenario there is. If you come on over here, you can see there's parallel bars set up. This is for trying to simulate patients today who have a stroke. If you come on over here.
Other things that we do in this lab really consist of our rehab work. On this wall right here, we have a wide variety of equipment that we can use to focus on different types of rehab. I'll just demonstrate a few of the things that we have here that we can use. This is a Dynadisc. This is a lot of times used to improve balance. Adam will demonstrate. That's an activity that you might do to improve your balance. We also have the Bosu ball. This is something for balance as well. This is a more advanced technique. It makes it a little more difficult for the patient to stand. And one more thing that we can use for balance is the AirX pad. Kind of like an uneven surface, similar to the Dynadisc, to get patients back to their normal balance state. Right here is the fitter. The fitter can be used in a variety of ways, but most common is used for strengthening in the legs. Adam right now working on his leg extension. We can do it this way as well. In the program we have pediatrics. We have all different kinds of toys and things for kids to come in and use. And during the program we actually have a day where we bring in children and we have therapy sessions with them. To get work with some of the more athletic or physically active patients, we can work on sports, basketball or soccer. We can do weight training activities with the medicine ball. We also have the kettlebell. Good for different activities like this. Strength training can be used through all of these here, our dumbbells, our barbells, and then we also have TheraBand. On the wall, we have TheraTube. Adam can demonstrate an activity with the TheraTube. Like the rows. Good form, Adam.
Thank you, Jesse. All right, and if we keep on coming, this is going to be the room where we keep all of our equipment. So anytime you need a wheelchair, crutches, canes, this is the room to get it. We also have a couple Hoyer lifts that we can utilize. We have a couple of IV poles. The machines for ultrasound, traction, and E-stim are all in here as well. I mean, you name it, we have it. This is the room to come and get it. We have orthotics on the shelves to use. We also have mannequins here that help us address wound healing. We can practice a lot with that. And that's about it with here. If we keep on coming, we are entering our second room. This is our other lab. We spend a lot of time here as well. This is mostly used for modality work. We have cold pack right here.
Over here we have hot pack tanks, fresh with hot packs. Here's the hot pack covers. Over here we get to simulate whirlpool. We have whirlpools that we get to use during the first semester of the program. Anything that we need for treatments, we have gowns, sheets, pillow covers. Here in our second lab room, we deal with a lot of modalities. Here we have ultrasound gel. We do a lot of work with ultrasound. This is one of our traction tables. We do both lumbar and cervical traction. We focus on manual therapy as well. This is introduced in the first semester of the program. We work on massage, trigger point, all those kinds of things for manual therapy.
So what do you need to do to join the program? Well, first you must complete your gen eds, and then you must complete 40 hours of observation work. You can do this by completing 20 hours at 2 different clinics anywhere in the state. And then upon that, you can then validate and wait until the fall until the next 20 are selected for class.
Once you get into the program, you follow a 2-year curriculum, and during that curriculum, you cover patient mobility, clinical anatomy, neuroanatomy and rehab, you cover orthotics, orthopedics, pediatrics, geriatrics, and physical agents.
Along with the schoolwork, you will also be working at 4 different clinics, allowing yourself to get as much hands-on work as possible. Each clinic will be a different setting, which can vary from inpatient to outpatient or to pediatrics, allowing variety.
The program sets you up with great instructors who truly care about your success and will do everything that they can to make sure that you're a great PTA.
They are constantly giving you job opportunities and setting you up for volunteer work, giving yourself the ability to be involved in the community.
Along with having great instructors, you're also going to meet great people. Your classmates are going to push you along the way, and you're going to make relationships with people that will last your entire life.
So sign up now and get involved and make that difference. While in the program, you'll also be part of the PTA club. What this is going to consist of you and your other 19 classmates. And throughout the year, you will be participating in bake sales, volunteer events that help raise money to take your boards at the end of the year, 2 years that you will be in class. You're also able to do study groups, which is pretty awesome as long as you have a pretty good cook. A lot of potlucks. We also go on student conclaves, which you travel with your classmates, which are held throughout the state. This helps you meet PTs and PTAs that might be able to offer you jobs along the road. And you also will be involved in a lot of fun class activities. Jesse, why don't you tell us some of those activities?
There's a wide variety of activities that we do throughout the program. One those activities is you have a field trip. We go to the mall and we take different assistive devices, and you have to go all throughout the mall just to find out what it's like in a day of the shoes of somebody with a disability. We also take a field trip to an orthotics building. We get to see the way that they make all the orthotics and design them, and just the long period that it takes to do that. We have a couple different pediatric days where we bring in children and we do treatments with them, as well as going to the schools in Saginaw and get to work with the kids in the schools as well. We have tons of different guest speakers in all of the classes. We have field trips to rehab facilities, as well as field trips to adaptive equipment facilities to show just the different ways that people can get adaptive equipment for their house and things like that.
We get to do all of that?
All of it, all in the PTA program.
Why wouldn't you want to do it?
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?